You guys are talking to the wrong person.
So he says, okay, let me send someone in. You know, during this whole conversation, let's pretend it took a lot longer, and this is sort of the tail end of the situation here with Morphos, so that all that already happened has already happened. I should have really came back to you guys sooner. I was a little distracted with the conversation. Hope you don't mind. You hear Cargill saying, "Okay, let me recap." Guy is sent up through the meeting room, and begins talking with Jerome. And sort of, you know, pleads with him, and Jerome shakes his head and goes, "Fine, bring him in." And the party's allowed to come in with.
As they walk in, they hear Cargill say, "And we want special badges, so we don't have to deal with guards anymore at night."
He says, "The guards will know who you are. The guards will know." So you guys are sort of let in, the rest of the group there.
With whom have you been negotiating, Cargill? I asked to the man who is not Cargill.
That guy. I answered to you.
He says, "My name is Jerome."
And what do you do here, Jerome? Why have you called us here?
I have explained this already to Cargill, as it had my notes that he was the business deal maker.
Well, now you have all of us here, so explain it to the entire party, please.
Well, we have deal, right, guy?
He says, "I don't appreciate your tone." And he sort of waves at you. Like, sort of, dismissed. He says, "I was hoping to hire you to help us with the city. We've heard of your exploits and your victories, and we understand you're already involved with a pressing matter."
Yes, while we're here, may we talk with you about that pressing matter?
Yes. The pressing matter is, of course, Barnaby Withers, and his description of the hooded man who's stolen information from him.
While that is pressing, and we do care deeply about finding the information, and I very quickly cut in, finding the sandal also, of course, Cargill, don't you worry, we'll find it. While that is pressing, I think you may have a public health emergency here.
Yes.
He says, yes, we are understanding that the Jimmy has been among the cursed or ill
Dead.
that have turned undead. It's I understand. So we already have a few people lined up to begin making the cure. We'll be fine on that.
I think your problem is the cure.
Yes, as my colleague says, your problem is the cure is actually the disease. It's a drug problem, you see.
The cure is the disease? That makes no sense.
It is no cure. It's a problem.
It's clever marketing, you understand. They say it's one thing, it's actually another.
People are ill
because they're drinking the cure.
People are ill, they take the cure, and then they become better. I don't understand how that is a problem.
Have you ever become ill?
Me?
Yeah.
Luckily, no. I have fine physicians.
Do you know anybody who became ill before they took the cure?
Yes, many.
It may have been in your water supply. We have reason to believe it's been a conspiracy to make people sick to sell more of this drug.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right, inside of the cure, we found that there are cursed mushrooms which have been causing this issue.
Yes, we did come to find that. We did come to find that, and that was an isolated situation.
It's not so isolated if the entire city has it.
Has what?
The cure with cursed mushrooms in it.
Well, the entire city didn't have it. Or we'd have a bigger problem.
You might have a bigger problem.
it seems that only one of the batches of the cure was tainted.
And you know this for sure?
As it seems, yes, no new cases have occurred since the removal of the tainted batch.
All right, quick meta question. I think I picked up a bottle of the cure last time and put it in my pouch. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you have a bottle of tainted cure.
Okay, in that case, I'd like to reach into my pouch, pull out said bottle, and say, well, we found this just recently. May we speak to a physician or someone on your staff who would understand how to analyze it?
Yeah.
Where's your CSI team?
We shall have by the end of this conversation, I can never remember his name. Franz. Yes, we shall wake Franz and rouse him from his bed to speak to you immediately.
Thank you. Now, Cargill, while he's waking up, what have we agreed to? What are we going to do for these people?
Okay. They pay us 40 gold per week. Give us house with basement and stable, 3 floors. You believe that? 3. Couple barrels of mead and some food. And they help get Sandal back. All for doing the stuff we were already gonna do.
What else other than just what we were going to do? Like, what was their exact term, please?
Oh, we help out in town and we go find the guy who has my sandal, which clearly is what we were doing anyway.
For how long will we do this?
Until we get the guy that has my sandal.
This is what they agreed upon?
Jerome pipes up and says, there was no time required. I suppose we could terminate our contract at any time should you want to, I suppose.
No, it's sweet deal. We get free stuff.
All right. So at least it's an ongoing contract with no end date. That'll be fine.
What, you think Cargill's stupid?
Jerome goes,
Cargill master N-word thing you guys keep saying.
Oh, goodness.
that didn't sound good. So,
I mean, I'm debating on casting suggestion and increasing that gold amount.
I thought about it, but the sandal was more important.
beautiful. So, you guys are sort of, I mean, anything else you want to do here at all?
No, there's beer waiting in a brand new 3-story house for me. I'm out.
When will the goods be delivered? Is it immediately or only after our completion of the contract?
He says, you may go to the new residence. It is the Hampshire house on the edge of the Noble District.
Yeah, Cargill do good. You thank later.
Jerome just shakes his head.
So while waiting for Franz, I turn to Jerome and say, this guy mentions the sandal quite a lot. Have you heard anything about sandals recently? I'm just curious.
You're asking Jerome?
Yes.
He says, I no idea what you're talking about.
You might consider asking perhaps your assistants or whoever your ears and eyes in the city are about the sandal. This man obviously speaks in coarse tones, rough verse, but there's a core of truth in it. We all must find our sandals, Jerome. Just ask around.
He goes, yeah, I'll get on that.
Convert them all.
He's starting a cult.
The cult of the sandal.
Usually this is what I do in D&D games, by the way. Start a cult. So that's beautiful. He says, I am going to rest now. you guys may go to speak with Franz.
May we speak with you after we've spoken with Franz? We certainly need a man of your authority to assist us in resolving the situation.
He says, no, I am to rest now.
Jerome, it's possible that overnight a zombie horde will be at your door. You wouldn't want that.
Well, I did just hire 4 people to take care of it.
Yes, you did. You did indeed. Sleep well, good sir. We'll find you in the morning.
So he sort of like walks, like he just like he gets up. He's like he's done with this crap. He doesn't even say goodbye. He begins walking away to the back of the room there. And as he's sort of walking away, the servant with the J symbol on him, sort of is walking with him, and you can just hear him like quietly cursing out his servant. What the no? God damn it! What the hell? He's just cursing about this whole encounter he's just recently had, as he sort of swiftly leaves the meeting room. So yeah, you guys are led to the physician's place.
As we walk out, I was like, and they wanted to talk to Locke.
What did you talk to me? What?
Nothing is okay.
We negotiated this. You guys would have screwed, okay? I would have been like, yeah, like we're getting maybe like 10 gold a week. We split it.
However, you probably could have gotten more out of him.
Yeah, I'm good. Had ideas.
No, I mean like you would have pocketed most of it and told the group you only got 10, but you probably could have gotten more.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. If I was here alone, yes, things would have happened.
So anyway,
It's definitely funnier.
it's definitely a great blast. So there you guys are. You guys sort of brought over to the physician's place, and he sort of like he's in his nightcap and like he's woken up. He's actually being held up by a guard at the moment, and he seems very cranky. So you guys sort of go to the physician's place, and he goes, What is this about? Franz says to the group.
Right, so I hand him the bottle of cure and say, I think you have an epidemic on your hand. What do you know about the cure?
And he sort of like pushes off the guard, like trying to get him to let go of him. And says, fine. And he takes the bottle and he sort of looks at it. And it goes, it's to cure the plague.
And what do you know about the plague?
The plague presents itself in a very wide range of symptoms, including the squirts, the plots. It also comes out as headaches, even a cough, and he starts listing off like a giant list of things that apparently the plague causes.
But what caused the plague?
What caused the plague? No doubt the gods were angry.
Where did you receive your medical training?
I received my medical training from of course the nobles who taught me. I trained with the nobles physician before me.
What church did you train with?
Church?
Yeah.
I trained with the nobles physician before me.
And
I'm the one he trained before him, and so on and so forth.
Not affiliated with any gods?
As a nobles physician, we try to base this on science. Okay.
But you were
what caused the
just
plague?
talking about gods.
What caused the plagues? Well, I mean, we can only go as far as to say that the gods were angry.
May I offer another hypothesis? As a fellow man of science, of course, my name is Reginald.
He says this is he says this is the way it's been, and there's no need to offer another theory.
But what if we could find a way to please the gods again without actually invoking the gods?
I like this. Tell me more about what this is.
All right. What you have in your hands is a temporary solution, not an actual cure to the plague. But part of that solution is that it also causes the plague in the first place.
He says it's the wrong color.
Tell us more.
This one's the wrong color. This is a fake
color should
one.
it be?
One of those knockoffs, I think.
So who sells the correct one if this one's a knockoff? And
It was, I believe, Jimmy.
Jimmy was selling this one.
This must be the bad batch.
We think it's from a different batch. We think there might be more bad batches out there, or perhaps they're all bad batches in some way.
Well, what more about pleasing the gods to get rid of the plague? That sounds like it is a brilliant idea. We have been unable to please the gods after many offerings and sacrifices and various things we've done to appease the gods. They have not lifted the plague from us. In fact, it seems to grow like rampant fire.
Actually, Miani Rydek here has been telling me about a new ritual of the god Heronius, so we must perform.
What?
This ritual involves
What?
cleansing of the entire... One moment, my friend. Here.
This is
Cleansing
false.
ritual of the entire population. We must find a way to ensure that through not eating for a full week and drinking only small bits of pure water,
People are gonna-
everyone will be healed.
that's
Heronius will be pleased.
How do you know anything about Heronius?
You told me earlier.
When?
Pardon, I'm speaking with the man.
Why are we wasting time talking about invisible sky people?
So, like, that house is like.
This poor guy Franz. This poor guy Franz is just like, what? Do you have your story straight?
Fasting. The gods want thin people. They want people not to have eaten for a while. It's a sign of devotion, I'm sure.
What? No, it's
This guy says, okay, Paladin of Heronius, is this true?
no,
Is this what your god wants for the people of this city?
no.
Owned.
What does the god Heronius want for the people of this city?
Health. Heronius wants to be healthy. And a way in which they might become healthy is if, and I turn to Miani, they stop taking the cure.
Well, Heronius wants no evil to be done or evil to be taken, and the cure is obviously evil because it has tainted.
Obviously.
Well, because it has tainted cursed mushrooms in it. I mean, it's not lawful. It's not good to take something that's obviously A, a drug, and B, cursed.
Yes.
I second the motion for starvation. I think that's a fantastic idea.
What was that?
I second the motion for starvation. I think that's a fantastic idea.
More food for cargo. I'm on board.
I
So
don't care.
so I'm confused. Now, Paladin of Heronius, you just told me what he said wasn't true, and then told me what he said was true.
I never said that Heronius is asking for people to not eat for a week.
Okay.
All I'm telling you is that it's bad to take this cure. And Heronius, and I'm sure Leanna and Paylor know this.
Right. So what proof do you have that that's what they want?
Do you know anything about the morals of the gods?
We cannot know the minds of Heronius. And yet, this must be done. I come to you as a vessel of Heronius.
Oh my god.
Are you rolling with that?
Bluff roll.
You were lying everything face off. Let's see. What do you got? Oh, that's a nat 1. So the old man,
Damn time.
the old man goes, blasphemer, blaspheme. You're all liars. I can't believe this. Why arouse me in the middle of the night to show me a potion and then give me spout lies in my direction? I'm a tired old man that cares for an entire city. What are you doing to me? You unworthy people. So basic.
Bitch. Can I diplomacy this guy?
Yes, you may do so.
Just to get him. My goal is to get him to, like, just work with us here and try to get people to stop taking the cure just to see what happens. People are
Let me
dying.
know if we need intimidation here. I put points into it.
Oh, Jesus.
18. This guy is pretty pissed. But after you say, what do you say to him exactly?
Like, I mean, basically, I want him to help us potentially just get the cure off the street for a little while to see if any of these people's symptoms go away.
He says, I'm pissed off at you people. He's much less pissed off after you talk to him, but he's still pissed.
Okay, well then I will try again and be like, sir, this is of utmost importance to your entire town. As a man of science, I'm sure you want to see if this possibility actually would lead out, right?
He says, I have attempted to stop the cure, but it seems that all of the symptoms of the plague have come back. Usually when a few people die, we return to using the cure. I do not see how stopping the people from having the cure will save them.
How about...
You really should listen to the lady.
He says, I have no reason to.
What if we...
I'll give you reason to.
Do you know what's in the cure? Like, all of the ingredients?
He says, no. Jimmy has been kind enough to take care of that for us.
Well, now that Jimmy's dead, who's going to create the cure?
We have a few potion makers back at his place trying to figure that out.
You should give Larry the contract.
I
See,
wanted to scare him. Did I scare
you guys
him?
don't even know what the cure is?
He says, Larry. I've heard that name. But he's not on the list. I'll do that right away. He jots down the name Larry.
Who's Larry?
He's a good man, and he could use some help.
Larry was who hired
I'm
Okay.
in-game talking.
Okay. All right.
May I interject? So, sir, I apologize for speaking in dramatics earlier. You understand, occasionally, as a rhetorical move, one must make grand statements to pass along one's position a bit more charitably and nicely packaged. I apologize. However, do you happen to have any assistants or perhaps prisoners that we could try and experiment on?
Oh, what?
He says, prisoners. I'm listening.
I just want you to know I totally intimidated this guy.
Yeah.
Have one of them drink that cure and see what happens. They've been in prison for weeks, probably, many of them. They've not had any disease yet. They've not had any of the medicine. They've been eating simple foods. Drink that and see what happens in a week.
Do we have an untainted batch?
He says, we have untainted batches.
Maybe we should try it with the untainted
He
first.
says for a moment, he pauses in deep thought and strokes his beard, because I have one and I can do that. And he says, you know, many of our prisoners that had the plague have gone into our stockades, in our prisons, in our bars, and have been much sick for not taking the cure.
And now they're better?
Well, some of them have lost limbs,
What?
tortured maybe a little bit. They usually die in the end, but
The ones that
usually
survive?
months after not being able to take the cure.
This sounds like a tainted cure to me.
A tainted cure.
Or a cure that's not really a cure in the first place.
Is that... I don't know. That's a lot to change. I mean, for sure, it has been working for years now. The cure has been healing people and bringing them back to longevity and life.
Okay, then you take some.
Because I haven't been sick.
You get sick after you take it. Watch.
He says, naturally. If you give the wrong cure to an improper ailment, of course you become sick.
So
I've
magic.
taken it.
Huh?
I've taken it.
You've taken it?
I've taken it. One hell of a drug.
Drug?
Absolutely. It is just a drug. It is a straight high.
Most cures are in fact a drug.
No. This is a recreational drug.
What is
Marketed
that?
here.
What is that?
It's a drug to have fun with. Everybody taking this is hooked on it because it's a good time.
I don't. It's the cure.
Same reason you get drunk.
You're telling me that the plague doesn't exist at all. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Right.
We have symptoms. People become sick. That doesn't.
The gods aren't angry, they just don't care.
Well, I mean,
But regardless.
All right. Maybe
there's
you've
withdrawal
convinced me.
effects.
Maybe you've convinced me.
I may or may not be experiencing said withdrawal effect.
oh no.
You might have convinced me, but
As lock eyes the bottle.
I must say, what do you propose to do? More than half the city imbibes the cure. They take it with vigor, and sometimes quite a lot of it. What do you propose?
We dump it in the ocean.
There are hidden places out there that manufacture cheap knockoffs. We wouldn't be able to stop the production. We wouldn't be able to
Unless you
stop
make it illegal.
It was
Right, 'cause
illegal
that
to produce
totally
the
works.
knockoffs already.
Then you just have jails full of people wanting cure.
That's what we have already.
Yeah.
At any point, did you think what you were doing wasn't working? At any point.
No, it seemed pretty good to me.
Why are we here? Why were we hired?
Why are you hired?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know why Jerome hired you.
exactly. You don't seem to know a lot of what's going on, I gotta say.
I was sleeping. What do you want from me? So yeah, exactly what are you guys hoping to get out of this situation?
Cleanse junkies from town.
All right.
Peaceful cleanse.
Semantics.
All right, so you guys intend to stop the cure being produced and stop poisoning the people with that.
How about you change the formula of the cure so it's kind of like one of those where it doesn't have any effects to it, but people still think they're taking the cure.
Are we talking like a placebo or like methadone?
Oh, placebo, but
Okay.
Franz, I believe that Jerome's men and other nobles' guards have been used to help distribute the cure previously, yes?
Yes, indeed.
Could they instead be used to round up and destroy the cure?
Well, let's not
Yeah.
overreact here now.
there's no reason to
Perhaps
have it
not.
around.
As well as a complete lockdown of your city, you might want to build a wall and guarantee that no one comes in except legally.
I have no desire to make this city great again.
Look at it right away. City's on lockdown.